All righty then. So hopefully everybody can see the session. If so, please let me know in chat right quick before we begin. Or a thumbs up icon, that works as well, just so I can make sure everybody can see that. Perfect, perfect. Awesome, cool. All right, so hello, my guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Welcome to the virtual lunch bunch. I will be your guest speaker today. My name is Quinn Jesso, and I'm the Mental Health Promotions Coordinator for the Community Mental Health Initiative. So our session today will be on wellness and well-being. I hope I can get through everything, and I will leave all the questions towards the end. And hopefully you all enjoy the session. So an introduction, wellness. What is it? So wellness is like the act of practicing healthy habits on a daily basis to attain a better physical and mental health outcomes. So that instead of just surviving, you are thriving. And in the midst of COVID, we all need that. Well-being, at its simplest definition, is a state of being comfortable, healthy, and happy. Combine these with positive aspects, and they can give you a healthy outlook, free of negative stress, and a strong vision for a positive future. So stress, what is it? Everyone goes through stress. So stress is your body's way of responding to any kind of demand or threat. When you sense danger, whether it's real or imagined, the body's defenses kick into high gear in a rapid automatic process known as your fight or flight, the reaction to that stress response. So for example, moving, starting a new job, loss of a job, health problems, deadliness, etc., COVID, giving people a lot of stress. So imagine that every worry or stressor is a separate rubber band around your head. And as the stressors increase, more rubber bands are laid on until your head's completely covered. And that pressure is just overwhelming. So can stresses be good or bad? Positive stresses can help you concentrate, focus, and perform very well. Many people, in fact, do their best work under pressure. I'm one of them. So you kind of feel challenged and motivated, like, gung-ho, I'm going to get this done today. Negative stresses, however, become a constant ongoing cycle. Your health and relationships with friends and family are becoming affected. You feel emotionally and physically exhausted and drained. So how do you react to stress? Physical, emotional, and behavioral symptoms. So some of the physical: allergies, change in appetite, back pain, high blood pressure, breathlessness, chest pain, clammy hands, a cold, constipation, diarrhea, dizziness, fatigue, etc., are all signs and can be signs of physical stress. Your emotional could be anger, anxiety, denial of a problem, depression, loneliness, nervousness, feeling powerless, feeling rejected, feeling trapped, unhappy for no reason that you can come up with, worrying frequently, etc. All of these are signs of stress. And from a behavioral standpoint, crying easily, being late for work, overeating or undereating, just being snappy with people, withdrawing from family and friends, difficulty concentrating, avoiding tasks or responsibilities, arguing with friends or partners, neglecting your appearance, all can be signs of stress. So some strategies: you got to identify the problems and the feelings associated, identify possible solutions, talk about it. I mean, Bellnet's talk is next week. Talk. You need to talk. People don't talk enough. Learn stress management tips, take your mind off the problem, and try to reduce the overall tension. So there's the 3 A's of stress management. So the 3 things. So you can alter it. Time management. Plan ahead or make a list. Determine your priorities. Review your list. Break big jobs down. Look for ways to be more efficient. Group similar tasks. Schedule your work. Include yourself in your schedule. You need you time. Learn to say no. There's a whole lot of yes people in the world, and at the end of the day, people really do need to learn how to just say no. You probably have a lot on your plate. Taking that one extra thing on can just add more stress for no reason. Learn to delegate. Be willing to sacrifice perfection. Nobody needs to be perfect. Don't waste time on a minor decision. Arrange work time to minimize interruptions and be realistic. So you can alter it. You can remove the source of the stress by changing something. assertive behavior, direct communication, planning, organizing, and modifying demands. You can avoid it by removing yourself from that stressful situation or not getting there at all. So walk away, let go, say no, delegate, withdraw, and be aware of your own limits. My mouse keeps vanishing. It's not fun. Accept it. Changing the way you perceive the stressor or yourself, changing your unrealistic expectations, changing irrational beliefs, humor. I use humor constantly. Anybody who knows me knows I'm basically a class clown. If I can't make a person laugh throughout the day, I'm not having a good day. A positive attitude and reframing what you're going through. You can build resistance, proper diet and sleep, taking your medications, regular exercise, relaxation techniques, clear about values and your priorities, relationship buildings, and faith. Faith in yourself, faith that you're going to get things done, not necessarily of the religious type. If that's your jam, have at it. So we have a couple of wellness and well-being activities that we're going to try to get through all today if we can, if we have time. We have a joy list, have a laugh, relaxation exercises, abdominal breathing, meditation, visualization, my personal favorite of the stress reduction kit, what's your stress index, and some tips for time management. So the document that was sent to you all before the session has all of these included. If we don't get through them all today, you can do them at your leisure. They can be done at any time. If you're at work, they can be done on a break, on a lunch. It's just something for you, and it helps you kind of put things into perspective. The first one we're going to talk about is make a joy list. So what brings you joy? List the things that make you feel joy. Keep that list nearby when you're having a bad day. So some of the things for me, joy, my dog. She's a furry little demon. She drives me up the wall, but she's something that just makes me happy. Unless she's keeping me up at 3 a.m, which tends to happen, but I still love her furry little self anyway. Video games make me happy. I can sit down, play Animal Crossing. I'm golden. Music, things that really bring you joy throughout your life. Keep that list handy, pin it up in your cubicle, pin it up on your wall, put it up in your bathroom. So that way when you're having a day when you're just like, I don't know what I'm doing right now, you can look at this list and it's like, my friends, my family, my kids, my fur babies. Those are the things that bring you joy. Have a laugh. Laughter is always going to be the best medicine. Sometimes just remembering something funny will lighten your day. One of the best stress relievers, personally, to me, is laughter. Spending time with people who make you laugh is a fantastic way to relax. If you look in the document that I sent, there's a list there of things that can make you laugh or who makes you laugh. Go through it, fill it out, keep it on your side. And we're going to try to go through some of the activities after the presentation is done, and just to see what really makes your sides hurt from chuckling that day. Some relaxation exercises. A relaxation technique or exercise is any method, process, procedure, or activity that helps a person to relax, to attain a state of increased calmness, or otherwise reduce levels of pain, anxiety, stress, and anger. This could be something as simple as listening to music or yoga, to something more complex, such as drawing, playing guitar, playing a video game. Whatever works for you, whatever is your relaxation exercise. Some people like martial arts as their way of kind of letting go of all that extra built up anxiety and stress. Abdominal breathing. Abdominal breathing helps promote relaxation, stress reduction, increased efficiency in stretching, and better body awareness. So humans are belly breathers, and just above your stomach is a major muscle in the respiratory process of your diaphragm. So proper breathing starts in the nose, moves into your stomach as your diaphragm contracts, the belly expands, and your lungs fill with air. You ever watch a baby sleep? They don't breathe from their chest. They breathe from their gut. So it's like, feel that tummy swell up and really breathe from your belly. Meditation is another option as well. So it's an ancient technique practiced in many Eastern traditions. Meditation is now known to be an effective way of coping with daily stresses, the kind we experience from time to time. There are many ways to meditate. Try some of the methods, which is focus on your counting for your breathing. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and it will calm you down. Doesn't work for everybody. Some of these may not work for you. Some of them do. We try our best. So many techniques are very simple. It can be done at home, at the office, or anytime. Visualization. So visualization is kind of like a guided daydream to help you relax when stress is getting the better of you. It only takes 2 or 3 minutes. So you may want to get ready for it by doing another relaxation exercise, such as your deep breathing or your abdominal breathing, and just kind of get yourself in your zone. The stress reduction kit. Place kit on a firm surface, follow the directions on the kit, repeat steps 2 as necessary or until you are unconscious. If unconscious, cease stress reduction activity. I love this one. It's funny as heck. I include it in almost every session I do. So what is your stress index? Stress can be difficult to understand. The emotional chaos it can cause can make our daily lives absolutely miserable. It can also decrease our physical health, sometimes drastically. Strangely, we are not always aware that we're under stress. The habits and attitudes and signs that can alert us to problems may be hard to recognize because they have become too familiar. So some tips for time management. Again, make a list, prioritize, check things off as you get them done, review your list from time to time. Is everything on that list necessary? Don't waste time on the minor decisions. Learn to say no to demands that don't benefit you. Be willing to sacrifice perfection to get things done. Be realistic about what you can accomplish during a given time. Arrange your work time to keep interruptions to a minimum, and ask yourself, what is the best use of my time right now? Then do that. Whenever possible, try to delegate. So in a summary, Wentworth Miller, an actor, was quoted saying, "If I spoke to my friends how I speak to myself, I'd have no friends." So make sure when you talk to yourself in a loving and supportive way as you would one of your friends. Many of us are way too hard on ourselves, me included. I'm probably my absolute worst critic. But this adds to our already high level of stress, and there isn't really a need. So love yourself and love those around you, and your life will be less stressful and more thriving. So the resources included from the stress index were provided by Canadian Mental Health and Addictions. The work-life balance and positive mental health was provided to us from Western Health, and the mental health for all fact sheet was also provided from CMHI.